Hey Aqua, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we are doing your October read. You are my last read, Aqua, for the Octobers. I know I'm a little late, so my apologies. But you guys know you're my favorite sign and I love tapping into your energy, so I left you last for a good reason. So we're gonna get into it. Main energies, which I love, the sun, and then the Knight of Pentacles. I don't doubt that you, Aqua, have this level of patience to whatever you're being committed to, but whatever that is a positive outcome. There's something you're fulfilling here, and you're maintaining a light energy as well. Also a balanced, I feel, justice as well, where there is a balanced approach in terms of, you know, whatever is it that is bringing in this positive light, what's giving you this, how do I want to describe, it's like a newfound freedom for some of you, or just a sense of fulfillment, you know, this energy where when we feel so good and it's like peace of mind, there we go. Peace of mind, Aquarius. So let's go with what the major arcana. I know I said we have the sun here, but I'm going to pull one more. You guys know I love this deck, so I always want to know this specific deck, the message from this deck for the monthly generals. What do we got for October for Aquarius? Oh my goodness, yes. So a new beginning, right, which is the Fool, and you're at the beginning of a wonderful journey. So we have the sun here. My goodness, there's no need to have any fear as guardian angels walk beside you every step of the way. You have unique gifts to offer the world if you will just free yourself from the witch that holds you back. New opportunities will present themselves if you truly believe. My God, if I can speak. Open your heart, allow love to grow and bloom all around. So this is the Lovers here. So this is open your heart. It's called open your heart in this deck. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time. This is what I'm saying. There's like this peace of mind, and it's like you waited for this. It's been a long time coming before you actually have been able to feel such sense of peace within yourself. And now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life, hence the sun. So this is all about new beginning. This is very, very positive. Let's see what you have to allow, Aquarius. I'm so happy I did your reading last. So this is what you have to allow, and then we're going to pull what you need to surrender. Let's see what we got. I allow myself to, oh my God, I swear, I know, Aquarius, I just love being in your energy. I allow myself to expand my awareness. Are you kidding me? Yes. Because when we finally have this sense of peace, there's this like extra space that lives in our mind, and that space you can fill it with all these new things, new information, new understandings, and it truly is a freedom. It truly is a sense of freedom right there. So let's see what we need to surrender, Aquarius. Yeah, so much coming into the crown. Surrender stubbornness. Okay, so here, what do we got? So of course, I mean, you would be Aquarius, because you're a fixed sign still. So if you're tensing up and taking a rigid stance and about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. My God, if I could speak with this Mercury retrograde, you know, when you channel using the other side, you're constantly needing to feel emotions. So once you make that shift, when you meditate and everything, it's hard to speak or read. And it gets worse during Mercury retrograde. So obviously, no rigid stance here, right? We're talking about our peace of mind. So for those of you who have minor, I want to say minor because I'm in support of you settling certain things within, because we always have them. So that's why Spirit is saying become more yielding, right? Just gently observe and just become more yielding, right? So let's see what your soul transition is. What is the soul transition for Aquarius? Yep, look at that. Karmic lessons open to receive. We're talking about Empress energy here. So once this chapter's closed, souls incarnate into the human experience to resolve past life experiences. Work through any painful lessons and turn them into an opportunity for growth, which is why we're saying this. I allow myself to expand awareness, right? We turn these lessons into growth, which is what gives us this zero approach. Will it take time? Yes. But this is about a more fulfilling life. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. The sun, this vibrancy, this fool's approach, this new beginning will open to receive here. Be open to receive. It has been said that clarity comes when the mind is quiet, right? And we're talking about that peace of mind, when we have this openness in our mind where now we can feed it new things. And so let thoughts flow through you, then release them. Again, the purge, the letting go. Bottom of that is new life. Your life, as you know it, looks differently than before or soon will. And I do feel that as well, because this is all new energy that's here for you. Okay, broken heart wanted to pop out, but that's the release, right? The purge. You know, we will always encounter some of that, but it's our ability to transmute. And again, when we open up that space, it becomes easier to seek more clearly all of our options, all of the options presented to us, right? So let's get two energies here. So all tied up, and then contracts. Again, balancing the scales here. You know how I said justice. So there is justice. There's things that you're still bringing fairness to. Also just taking a balanced approach. So let's see what this all tied up is. What is this all tied up? Nothing bad, right? So we have the waiting game and the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So I'm going to take that. Let's see what our contract is. What's this contract? Ooh, yeah, talk about release. Getting clear. Devil energy here. Ace of Swords. So there's a lot of change. So this all tied up. It's a waiting game. Again, we talked about that Knight of Pentacles. Things take time. And it's going to require a decision. But no matter what, it doesn't matter. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The Destiny. 10. We love our 10s because this is a new life, a turning point. It didn't come without trials and tribulations here. Spiritual strength. You've Nine of Wands energy, right? It wasn't easy. It took a lot of courage, you know, from your part. Also, your soul went through it. It's not, you know, which the stubbornness makes sense, right? Because when we go through specific things, Aqua, it's going to make us, right, kind of preserve more. And the nine, this Nine of Wands, this is minor arcana to the Hermit. And you know how much I love the Hermit. So The Hermit energy is where we gain the wisdom when we spend that solitude and that time alone. And even though that time alone, it's the learning curve can be just as equally brutal, but it's also where we gain so much power. So it will require the patience and planning and organization here. So, but it doesn't matter. All leading to this new beginning. You know, Knight of Wands wants to pop up, but I'm not going to take it anymore. This waiting game. Five of Cups. Anymore. This waiting game. Tower. I mean, and with the Chariot. So the waiting game. This change will eventually come. Fast, quick change. With the Chariot here, it's going to require, obviously, for you to be determined to get through these emotions. Five of Cups. Forget about the past. Again, not allowing the emotions to cloud whatever's coming through. It's also going to require honesty, right? Truth, as I'm losing my voice, as I'm speaking. So that's the effects of the throat chakra. When our throat chakra, we're not being as truthful about the process. And so how determined are we to bring about this change? I mean, are we going to be motivated every day? No, absolutely not. But, you know, when these Five of Cups, these emotions strike us, it is our job to find, through the Chariot energy, the determination to lift our shadows, right? The Sphinx are the dark and the light side of ourselves, but that's the duality of ourselves, right? The lessons, the karmic lessons, again, justice, the scales, the things we've encountered, and our determination is how we've learned, how we've internalized those lessons. And then, of course, to trust the process of change, trust the process of our own inner knowing and how we feel. All right, so let me get this Wheel of Fortune. It's a lot of energy, but okay. So we've got the Nine of Cups, again, more 9. We've got the Knight of Swords. We got the Nine of Pentacles, more 9. And then the Queen of Cups. Again, this all has to do with the self. Like I said, what you've learned through this trial and tribulations, right? The hardships, but alone. And the lessons aren't going to go in vain, because that's what the Hermit energy is. And we don't let those lessons go in vain. So we know what our emotional fulfillment is. We know what's required. We do our best to understand it. And then we know what the Nine of Pentacles, the stability that we need to feel content and not having to struggle with feeling out of balance, and getting comfortable with this Knight of Swords, also with the constant change, right? So we know that when this Knight of Swords energy comes in, we can tap into our Queen of Cups energy, our emotions, our intuition, and we can trust that what we've emotionally, the depths of what we've experienced can't shake us, no matter what the challenge is with this Knight of Swords. And so understanding that with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, that's it, you know, every time these challenges hit us, we stand strong in our 9s. So 999 is completion, right? 9s are completion. And this is why you're reaching a point of completion. Knight of Wands shows up again with the 10, another 10 of Cups in the bottom, which again, finding our emotional fulfillment. So this is totally about you. New beginning. Wow. 4 of Wands. Beautiful. Stability. Really happy. Very stable. Aquarius. So let me get more of this 9 of Wands. I love it. I can't. I mean, talk about self-love. Ace of Cups. You get to nurture this. 9, the 9 of Wands with the Ace is a 10, another 10. New beginnings, 1, magician, alchemizing these lessons. 0, fool's approach, taking those leaps, trusting, getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. It doesn't get worse than this, you guys, because that's really what the solitude teaches us. That's what hermit energy is. It allows us to learn how to get uncomfortable. How to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, right? So let's pull another deck here for this contract. And I just feel these are closing of contracts. So if you karmic lessons are closing, right? We talked about karmic lessons, right? Contracts are karmic lessons. So souls incarnate into the human experience to resolve past life experience. So the experiences are taught here. That's why we have these 9s. Strong. This is an old soul energy in Aquarius. You guys know this is why I love being in your energy, because you're an old soul. A lot of you are really, truly old souls. And so walk through any painful lessons and turn them into an opportunity for growth. And that's why this new life, it's just a constant transmuting. So let's see this devil energy. Why the devil? Tower. More of that tower, right? We talked about the change, which will, with the Ace of Swords again. So we have Ace of Swords confirmed twice. Let me get one more for the devil. Wow, the Lovers, 6 of Swords. And I really feel like this is really tapping in. Some of you have gone through this spiritual awakening. The Lovers has a lot to do with the vehicle, the twin flame vehicle, ascension vehicle. But to me, the Lovers represents an ascension period, because the love of Source is the highest love, and the Lovers is tapping into all of the chakras, right? All of the energies that ascension aligns us to. And it's really this opening of unconditional love, one, first to ourselves, and then of course to Source. And through this journey to Source comes all the connections, right? All your relationships. And so they are deep, toxic, some of them, but the devil energy, Capricorn energy, also represents the shadow aspects of the Lovers, right? Both the devil energy, the chained aspects of these connections can actually speed up ascension for some of us, or keep us stuck in life. And so this constant go, but this clarity, Ace of Swords, gift of God, gift of Source, allows us and shakes our life in ways that forces us, with the 6 of Swords, to persevere mentally, right? Mentally, and to get through no matter what. What perseverance there. 6 of Wands, again, showing perseverance, more 6. We have 666, and 666 is choosing love, right? We choose love, not fear. Love trumps fear any day. And our fear to whatever is it that we're conquering, our soul is learning, which is why, again, I allow myself to expand my awareness. Every time we expand that understanding, that awareness, is how we just, for some reason, it just snaps. It snaps within us, and this change that becomes so clear allows us to really open up new doors and more opportunities. So let's see this Ace of Swords. Justice again. Give me more of this Ace of Swords. Let me pull one more. 4 of Swords. Only done again in solitude. That Knight of Wands continues to want to show up, but same energy, justice, order. We talked about justice, right? What I said in the beginning of the read. Contracts also, karmic lessons, just finding balance again. And so now you get to really rest. This new beginning is the peace of mind. Justice is peace. The Ace of Swords is clarity. The 4 of Swords is just restful space. 4 is balance. And so it's just opening a more restful space in this new chapter, where you're going to find a lot more peace within how you you know, like even approach any new lessons. So let's see, what do we got here? Yep, dark night of the soul for some of you. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. This painful time will eventually pass and will reward you with a new and improved you. Everything will be all right at the end. And then trust your intuition. Time to go within. You have a strong sense of knowing what is right for you. Have trust in your own inner knowing and wisdom. Your inner guidance is never wrong. And, you know, that's what we find in this spiritual strength, Knight of Wands, with this Ace of Cups. When we dive deep in our emotions, what it does is the darkest space brings us to this new self-love. Ace of Cups, the gift of God, the gift of fresh water that introduces the source's love, right? But this newfound love within ourselves. And this is when we dive that deep, is how we find who we are, and we're able to trust in our own inner knowing and inner guidance even more, right? In our wisdom. So we're gonna pull an abundance card. What is the abundance for Aquarius? Obstacles and blocks are lifted. Beautiful. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. And it is. All the blocks, everything lifts. The sun is here. It's a new energy and it's a new cycle and everything's new here. So Aquarius, I love you. Thank you for this beautiful read. I'm always so grateful. But please like, share, subscribe. Click that button if you enjoy my frequency. But remember to live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. On to the next message. Bye.